Children, no matter how mischievous, are indeed a wonderful blessing. They deserve all the love, care, and attention in the world. Sadly, the moms we're about to highlight don't seem to fully grasp this simple concept. And just so you know, they didn't get away with it. Here are 5 mothers who finally had to face the consequences of their actions. Number 5. Mom arrested after leaving 5-month-old baby inside hot car. Unfortunately, there are many cases where parents leave their babies in hot cars. They might try to come up with all sorts of excuses for leaving their children inside, but no justification can ever make it okay. Some parents have presented the most outlandish and absurd excuses, but one of the hardest to comprehend is the explanation of this mom, who left her baby inside a scorching car in a Target parking lot. You be the judge whether her excuse is acceptable or not. Stacy Holly, a 37-year-old mother, faces the consequences of a grave oversight. Her 5-month-old baby, left in a white SUV, becomes the center of a situation that's as real as it is alarming.
You guys want to move her to the shade? Yeah, we're going to put her back to the car. Yeah, I'm sorry. How was she when you got to the car?
The baby, found in the car, shows signs of distress. Despite the external temperature of 102 degrees, she feels cold to the touch, an indication of her body's struggle against the heat. She's sweating, and her face is red, clear signs of her discomfort in the sweltering vehicle. The officers, while professional, can't hide their dismay at the oversight. One officer in particular expresses her intention to charge Stacy.
I can't believe the kid survived that long. I hate to be the I would charge her. Oh yeah. There's no excuse, man.
It's remarkable that the baby's temperature is normal.
We got lucky. Very lucky.
Yeah, we did.
Extremely lucky. He's saying the baby's temp is almost normal. He doesn't think the baby was in there for 30 minutes.
Despite the conditions she had to endure inside the hot car.
Really?
Yeah. So that's really abnormal for it to be nothing but where it's at right now. It's 99 degrees out plus whatever in there.
Yeah.
Stacy, now filled with regret and shame, admits to the officers that they went to Target and didn't look in the back seat.
And we went into Target and we didn't look in the back seat. I mean,
she, along with her sister and another daughter, confessed to the officers that they forgot the baby in the car, a lapse that's incredibly difficult to comprehend.
we didn't do it on purpose, obviously. We just are stupid and forgot that we had a baby with us.
Wait a second. She's telling us she went to the store, brought her bag, her phone, and her other child, but somehow forgot her 5-month-old baby in the back seat? I mean, how on earth does that even happen? And her sister was there too. 2 grown adults managed to forget a baby in the car? None of them remembered? It's tough to call it a mere oversight at this point. One has to wonder if it was intentional, because it's really hard to believe it was just a simple slip of the mind. The officer questions Stacy about what led them to forget the infant in the car.
It's getting hot. It's not the hottest, but unfortunately, it does get hotter inside the car.
Yeah.
So tell me what happened. I already talked to your sister, but tell me what happened.
The sequence of events is pretty straightforward, yet troubling. Stacy and her sister walk into Target, grab Starbucks, hit up the food market, and then go shopping, all the while leaving the baby in the car.
Got out to go into the store and we forgot her. I don't know how we forgot her, but we just forgot her.
When asked if there was any alcohol or illegal substances involved that might have messed with their judgment, here's her response.
Alcohol, drugs, anything like that?
No,
Okay.
God, no. I even opened this door. She's on that side, but I opened this door.
Just like the officers, she insists she can't believe this is happening.
I don't know. I honestly don't know how it happened. I don't. I'm freaking out. I'm sorry. I don't know how it happened. Like, how do you forget your baby?
The officer then asks if she usually has someone else babysit her baby, but she claims she's always been hands-on with her child.
Do you usually have somebody babysit or something
No,
like that that you normally don't travel with, baby?
No, I always have my baby.
Now, I don't know about you, but if she's saying she's always got her baby with her, then how in the world did she manage to forget about her? 30 minutes. That's how long the baby was in the car. It's a span of time that's both brief and an eternity. a period in which the unimaginable could have happened, but didn't.
30 minutes.
Yes.
Okay. So I do have some further questions for you.
Okay.
We're lucky that this isn't,
The mother grapples with this reality, her emotions raw and exposed. She's not a bad mother, she insists, the defense against an unspoken judgment she feels bearing down on her.
No, I totally, and I know you're doing your job. I'm not a neglectful mom. Like, I'm not a bad mom.
As the incident concludes, Stacy Holly faces the legal consequences of her actions. She's arrested and charged with 1 count of child abuse and 1 count of endangerment. What's your take on this? Do you think it was genuinely just a momentary lapse in judgment and an honest mistake? Or could there be more to the story that hasn't been revealed? Maybe there's a deeper narrative behind it all. To all the parents out there, does it seem plausible to forget your child in a hot car while you carry on with your day? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Number 4. Intoxicated mother passes out in drive-thru with 1-year-old in the back seat. Hitting the open road for a road trip and swinging by drive-thrus can make for a memorable adventure, especially for the little ones. But what if, before you even have a chance to order, the driver, who happens to be an intoxicated mom, suddenly passes out? And on top of that, there's a 1-year-old baby in the back seat. Such is the case for the next mother in question. This deeply troubling incident unfolds at a McDonald's drive-thru in Marietta, Georgia. It begins with a conversation indicating that a woman, later identified as Kelsey Warren, is passed out in her car.
She's clearly high off something.
She's still in the car?
Yeah, she's still in there. And the baby's just sitting there looking. She ordered food and...
The situation is immediately concerning, as there's also a 1-year-old boy in the back seat, alarmingly close to a syringe.
Breaks my heart, brother.
This is.
Dude, I'd never seen anything like that, so I have no idea.
As the video progresses, it becomes clear that Warren had ordered food, but then lost consciousness in the drive-thru lane.
Ma'am. Hey.
This alarming scene was captured on April 23rd, with the McDonald's location being about 40 minutes northwest of Atlanta. The footage shows Marietta police officers approaching the vehicle, trying to get Warren's attention by repeatedly calling out to her.
Hey, Marietta Police, ma'am. Hey. What's going on? Hey, stop reaching. What's going on?
The officer asks her to step out of the car for further questioning.
Really tired?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead and turn the car off for me real quick. Turn the car off for me real quick. Turn the car off first for me, okay?
Throughout the interaction, she appears to struggle to stay awake. Her response is slow, and her movement sluggish. At one point, she mentions looking for her glasses while an officer instructs her to turn off the car and hand over the keys, emphasizing the immediate concern for safety.
Can you hand me the keys real quick?
Yeah. Can I find my glasses really fast?
Give me your keys first, ma'am.
That's fine.
Upon regaining some level of consciousness, Warren admits to the officers that she had taken illegal substances before driving to the McDonald's. The officer's interaction with the toddler in the back seat is also shown. They try to engage with the child.
Hi. Hey. Smile.
Offering a smile and reassurance.
You're gonna be alright, okay, buddy? You're gonna be.
One officer, visibly affected by the situation, says he has never seen anything like this, expressing his disbelief and emotional response to the distressing scene.
Breaks my heart, brother.
This is.
Dude, I'd never seen anything like.
Things take a turn for the worse when first responders find a syringe in the car, along with some narcotics, which basically means there were dangerous substances within arm's reach of the child. Because of this discovery, Warren gets taken into custody. Now, she's looking at multiple charges, including possession of a controlled substance and putting a child in danger. It's a pretty serious situation all around. It's impossible not to empathize with the little boy. It's heartbreaking to think about the challenges he may have faced with a mother like Warren. He endured more than any child should, and it's clear he deserves a better life. Hopefully, this incident will lead to positive changes for him, and he can finally experience the care and support he deserves. Number 3. Drunk single mother makes a spectacle of herself in a bar. You know those people who always crave the spotlight? It might be okay when you're young, but if you're a mom, partying while your child is at home and even getting into a bar brawl, Well, that's just not acceptable. Sadly, this actually happens in real life, and it's just incredibly embarrassing. In Thirsty's bar, Trinity, a single mother, finds herself at the center of a dramatic situation. The scene begins with the bartender talking to police officers, explaining that Trinity's disruptive behavior led to her being kicked out of the bar.
She was out already, but she came in here trying to fight one of the bartenders. She thought you were messing with him and running around. I locked the door. I locked the door, and that's when I think she realized that we were like...
The police approach Trinity, keeping it professional, but also showing some concern.
So what do we want to talk about?
Well, we're going to go get the bartender. She's going to say something to you in front of us, and then we'll get out of here in a few minutes, okay?
They're here to handle the situation, to untangle everything that led up to this moment. Trinity knows she's messed up, but the alcohol has her a bit mixed up about the whole deal. In their quest to resolve the situation, the officers plan to bring the bartender to speak directly to Trinity.
So the bartender directly wants to say something to Trinity. Me?
You're Trinity, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The bartender wants to say something to you, so
Okay.
we're going to bring her down.
Trinity, for her part, admits to her frequent visits to the bar.
What happened tonight?
I literally came here. They've known me since I'm 24 now.
She even alludes to being served alcohol since she was underage.
Been serving me since I've been 19.
I hope not, because that's illegal.
Yeah, that is illegal as for them to do.
You should call the state liquor board then, because
I would.
A claim she quickly dismisses, emphasizing that she's not one to snitch.
I'm not a snitch. Hey,
The officer asks Trinity about being banned from the bar, but her responses are vague.
So, she said that you've been banned from this location before? And
They
maybe you
say
forgot
that.
about
maybe.
that? Maybe. Is there some truth to that?
Trinity expresses her concern about not wanting to end up in jail.
Maybe.
I don't know. Are you gonna arrest
Well,
me?
a ban is not something I can enforce. Now, trespassing, on the other hand, that
I
is
don't want to
something
go
I
to jail. I don't want to go
can-
to
So you're
jail.
going-
Maybe sensing that things might not go well, she tries to share some personal information to get the sympathy of the officer.
I'll be honest with you, though, Officer
Higgins.
Higgins. Okay. I'm a single mother.
Honestly, that information doesn't seem relevant at the moment, so let's see where this conversation goes.
Doesn't matter, right? I have the hiccups.
Alcohol does that to you.
Right.
The bartender finally arrives and confronts Trinity.
She's going to say something real quick.
Hey, Trinity, you're trespassing the bar.
I'm trespassing the bar, Abby.
Hey, you're good.
Don't do it
All right.
You're good.
You're good. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
Trinity learns that she's trespassing, and it starts to register, even with her being a bit tipsy.
Bye, Abby.
Trinity, I
your,
need you to listen to me now. If you come back to this location, you could be arrested for trespassing, okay? All right.
The officers explain the difference between a ban and trespassing, making it clear that they can't enforce the former, but they're in charge of the latter. They mention that they're going to file a report about the situation and warn Trinity that she could get arrested if she ever sets foot in the bar again.
We're going to take a report, and then you can go home. Hopefully you've got a ride,
I do.
because we're going to hang around, and if you
So
spend your money at
so
another
can
bar.
I
Get an Uber.
understand?
Instead of being apologetic and admitting her mistakes, Trinity gets triggered and starts getting agitated.
tonight.
So I can't be back here
Correct.
To that
To
bar.
the bar.
because they are some.
To the bar.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's their establishment. They make
As they gather Trinity's information for the trespassing report, she goes along with it, though there's a hint of resignation in her attitude.
You're
Like-
not being charged, but
Yeah.
you still have to provide us with that information.
My address.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, I will because I'm like okay.
The weight of her actions is starting to sink in, and she's coming to terms with the consequences.
It doesn't matter what the I say, Mr. Officer.
No, it does.
or
You can
not.
tell us whatever you want.
No, because they really act up here, so that's cool. It doesn't matter.
The officers make sure she has a way to get home safely and stress that she absolutely should not be driving in her current state.
I will take
Do you have a
it.
ride?
Yes, I do.
One that doesn't involve you driving?
No, I don't drive.
Trinity reassures them that she doesn't drive, mentioning that her license is invalid, which just adds another twist to her already complicated situation.
You look up my name, you will see that my license is invalid, so therefore I can't drive.
Okay. Because I've never pulled someone over that didn't have a...
When they ask her how she got to the bar, she starts sharing this wild story.
Suspended
How did you
license.
get here tonight?
But I don't lie.
How did you get here tonight?
I walked
From Hambrick Street?
pretty much.
And then, well, she just continues talking pure nonsense.
The miles links up.
Okay.
I don't know because I don't know.
In the midst of this whole ordeal, Trinity's responses are a mix of surprising revelations and downright puzzling tales, making it quite a head-scratcher for the officers as they try to make sense of it all. As the night winds down, Trinity is left waiting for her ride.
Okay. Do you have someone that you can call for a ride?
Yes, I can.
Okay. My partner's gonna check your name, make sure you don't have any warrants. You don't have any warrants,
I hope
right?
I don't.
The officers inform her that they'll be checking her name to see if there are any charges or citations under it.
I'm pretty sure that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
That would be really
I don't know.
unfortunate
If I
if you
get
didn't.
arrested, then
That'd be really
people all
unfortunate
love
if
to
you didn't.
eat that.
A little while later, she calls a friend to explain her predicament and arrange for a pickup.
I'm getting questioned by policemen. I'm at Thirsties.
Trinity keeps acting a bit unpredictable and even cracks a joke with the officers, saying she hopes she doesn't end up in jail.
Have you ever heard that song, Mrs. Officer? Woo woo.
Doesn't
I
sound
hope I
familiar.
don't have to go to jail. I really don't.
Out of the blue, Trinity's whole vibe changes when she answers a call.
Who is this? This
is
gonna be the report number. Okay? Gavin?
Trinity?
Yeah, I'm over here getting questioned by police
give us
officers
one.
at Thirsties.
It's her boyfriend on the line, and he sounds like he's at another party himself.
Officers, hey, listen,
Can you
my
call
little
for a ride?
boyfriend. Tell my boyfriend that I'm talking to an officer.
Oh, I can't even hear anything because there's too much music on the other end of that.
Trinity asks him if he can swing by to pick her up.
All right, can you call for a ride, Trinity?
Yes. Can you come pick me up?
Where you at?
I'm at Thirsties. I'm talking to an officer.
But the officer chimes in, warning her that if her boyfriend shows up wasted, they'd be in even hotter water.
Alright, I can come get you.
Hopefully he's not drunk because if he pulls into this parking lot and I...
Don't come, 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 don't come.
So it seems like they're both having a pretty wild night. Quite a power couple, right? Left without a ride, Trinity decides to wait outside until she can find one.
You're waiting, like, that's okay. Like, I'm never gonna be by myself.
Okay,
Like,
so
don't-
Trinity, you're saying that you want to stay right here in front of this
yeah.
business and wait for a ride.
The officers warn her that returning to the bar would guarantee her getting arrested.
You want to stay right here in front of this
yeah.
business and wait for a ride.
Yep.
And
I
you're-
will.
and you are not-
You, Mr. Officers, that you guys do. so
Trinity,
much.
Trinity, let me finish. You are not going to walk down there, are you? Because
No,
if you
I
walk
promise
down
to
there,
God, I promise to God,
if
Mr.
you walk down
Officer.
there, you're going to get arrested.
No,
She promises she won't go back. But then, just a few moments later,
Nope.
turns out she headed straight back to the bar and got into another physical altercation, landing herself in handcuffs.
Seat on the left, watch your have a seat.
As the transport vehicle's doors close behind her, you can hear her sobbing with regret.
I know.
But by then, it's too late for her tears to change the outcome. It's hard to imagine what kind of life her child must have with a mother like her, out partying all night and causing trouble at the bars she frequents. Let's hope her time behind bars serves as a wake-up call for her to get her act together, not just for her own sake, but also for the well-being of her child. Number 2. Drunk, abusive mother steals daughter's car keys and gets a wild tantrum. Out of all the moms out there who aren't exactly acing the whole parenting thing, the ones who act more like kids themselves are probably the most frustrating. You know, the ones who throw tantrums, act out, fib, and just generally behave in an annoying and shockingly immature way. Well, the next case we're about to discuss is a perfect example of that. In a quiet neighborhood, police officers respond to a distressing situation. A mother, Jasmine, is accused of refusing to let her daughter leave the home. The officers approach the house, where they find Jasmine, a mother who's embroiled in a heated argument centered around her taking the keys from her daughter's car and retreating into the house. Jasmine's interaction with the officers gets off to a tense start. She's already on 2 years of court-monitored probation, which adds a serious dimension to the situation.
You're on 2 years court-monitored probation. You're not even supposed to be drinking right now, okay?
I'm not.
You are.
Intoxicated right now.
You are.
It's very clear.
And you're on 2 years court-monitored
How is
probation.
that?
The officers, who have dealt with her before in a previous domestic violence incident, know about her probation terms, including the ban on drinking. Even though it's pretty clear from their observations, Jasmine denies being intoxicated, blaming her bad back for not being able to stand straight.
Stand up straight for one.
So,
First of all, I have a bad back,
listen,
and
Jasmine,
I'm in the middle of
here's what we're trying to avoid.
a court case
Here's what we're trying to avoid.
with.
The tangled web of family dynamics becomes pretty clear as Jasmine talks about her ongoing court case and her strained relationship with her children.
Right.
It's not my problem.
You took the
She
keys
left
out.
my dad's car in the middle of the road.
I don't
We
care
had-
about that. I'm talking about right now.
That's fantastic. I have a lot of problems with my children.
Despite evidence suggesting otherwise, she flatly denies taking anything from her daughter's car.
Right.
They
She
don't have to
has
deal with it
her
either.
keys. You
She
just
has
found
a
her
key.
keys.
She has a key, not
It
the keys,
did not
the keys
start?
you took from her car.
I didn't take anything from her car.
The officer gives her a stern warning and offers her one chance to return the items she allegedly took from her daughter.
I'm going to give you one opportunity to go get in the house and get her keys and the clothing that you took out of her car and give it back to her.
What clothing?
Okay. Jasmine, I'm going to give you one opportunity.
In return, she accuses her daughter of swiping her clothes, including some valuable cashmere sweaters, painting a picture of a household trapped in conflict and accusations.
She just took a lot of clothing from me. Let's talk about cashmere sweaters. Let's talk about shit with the tags still on it. I just went out to lunch today.
As the officers try to intervene and mediate, Jasmine's agitation just keeps on rising. She gets quite defensive, going on about where her daughter's keys might be.
We need her car
No,
keys.
I
and
don't
we
have
need-
her car keys. The only thing I had was her spare, and I threw it in the yard that your boy right here recovered.
She flat out denies every single accusation her daughter has made against her.
That's
She
it.
said that you physically got into her car in the passenger door after the dogs ran out in the street, and you removed the key
My
from her
dog
ignition and ran
didn't
inside
run out
with
in
it.
the street.
Jasmine even argues that her daughter has no business playing the victim card.
First of all, she is a familiar. She's not allowed to play the victim card on this when it's her dog that I'm taking care of.
Seriously? It makes you wonder, is it really her daughter who's playing the victim card? Or is it her?
Yeah.
No,
Go in
she
the house. Get your
doesn't.
keys.
What key? She doesn't even live here.
Even though she keeps on insisting she's innocent, the officers are finding it pretty tough to buy into her story, especially since they've been through a similar situation before involving Jasmine's son, which resulted in an assault charge and probation for her.
Are you on court monitored or reporting probation?
Court monitored. I looked it up on the way here.
Okay.
Non-reporting.
Her frustration is palpable as she speaks about the challenges she faces with her family, accusing her children of stirring up trouble.
Yeah, great. I got arrested last time
these
because
are-
my son decided that he wanted to pull some wrestling moves on me. Great, because he was punished.
Jasmine's defiance just keeps growing as she continues insisting that she didn't take anything from her daughter's car.
Doing this shit.
You took the keys from her
I
ignition
didn't
and
take
ran inside.
anything from her. Where's the footage?
Okay. Her car's in the middle of the street with no keys in it.
She starts getting aggressive, which clearly doesn't sit well with the officer.
Why would she not have
She
the
has
keys?
left my dad's
Stop
car.
screaming in my face.
Really? I'm not even in your face.
Back up.
She even uses partial deafness as an excuse for screaming at him.
Stop screaming in my face.
Really? Because I'm half
You're
deaf.
still screaming in my face.
Great, I'm half deaf.
Well, back up. Now you're spitting on me.
No, I'm not.
Back up.
And if that wasn't enough, She starts making fun of the officer's last name.
Your last name is Hose?
Back up.
Funny.
Back up.
Or what?
Or what? Let's not even go there.
The officer reminds her about how things have gone down during her previous drunken episodes.
You know what happens every time we come out here and you're all drunk.
I'm not.
Yeah, you
I was
are.
in
You're
my
wasted
own
right now.
house, minding my own business with my own.
But she won't admit to doing anything wrong and just puts all the blame on her children.
My came and stirred this pot like she always does, like my oldest daughter does, like my son does.
Once again, she's told to step back as she gets more and more confrontational. But it seems like the police's authority doesn't faze her.
That's great! Do you have children?
Obscenities? You want to stop screaming obscenities?
Hey, great! I'm half deaf. Right here.
Back up. Back up.
I can't even believe how over the top her attitude is. She's acting as if she's the ultimate authority, feels no guilt whatsoever, doesn't take any responsibility, and doesn't show an ounce of respect, not even for her own children, and certainly not for the law enforcement officers who are trying to handle the situation.
Back up.
I don't have to. I didn't do anything wrong. You backed up.
Yep, because you're spitting in my face.
I did not!
The situation takes a dramatic turn when Jasmine tries to walk away from the scene, completely disregarding the officer's clear instructions that she's not free to leave.
Jasmine.
Where am I going? I'm
You're
throwing
not
my
free to
cigarette butt away.
You're not
Don't
free
touch
to
me,
leave.
don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. No, don't touch me, don't touch me, my PTSD.
A physical struggle breaks out as she resists arrest.
Please don't touch me, please don't touch me, please don't touch me, please don't touch me.
Listen.
Please don't touch me.
You need to settle
Please
down.
don't touch me.
You need
No,
to settle down.
don't touch me.
The officers manage to stay composed as they handcuff her.
Are you kidding me right now?
Settle down.
Are you goddamn kidding me right now? Let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go.
Jasmine.
Let me go. Get off of me, get off of me.
Even when Jasmine promises to cooperate, she still denies having her daughter's car keys.
I'll cooperate. Goddamn, get these off of me. Get these off of me. Get them off of me. Get them off of me.
Where'd you put your daughter's keys?
Get them off of me. Get them off of me.
Jasmine.
The officer patiently and gently asks once more about the keys, but by this point, all she seems to care about is breaking free from those handcuffs.
I can't even say shit.
Where are your daughter's keys?
Get these off of me. Get them off of me. Get them off of me.
Walk
Get
in
them
the
off
car.
of me.
Yep.
Get them off of me.
Come on.
Get them off of me. Get them off of me.
They try to explain that she's under arrest and could face more charges if she keeps resisting, but she just doesn't seem to be listening.
You're under arrest right now, okay?
No.
Yes, ma'am.
No. No, I'm
You are
not.
going to face a resisting arrest charge if you don't stop.
Get these off of me. I have PTSD.
Jasmine.
Her protests don't let up as they escort her to the patrol car.
Get them off of me. No. No. You don't understand. Get them off of me. Get them off of me. Get them off of me.
Despite her desperate pleas, her situation remains unchanged.
Get them off of me.
There you go.
Ah! Get them off of me. Get these off of me. Get them off. Get them off. Get them off.
Jasmine insists on having her lawyer called once she's secured in the back seat.
Get them off. Call my lawyer. Call my lawyer.
You call your lawyer.
Call my lawyer. Call both of my lawyers.
I'm going to go direct.
In the aftermath, Jasmine is charged with misdemeanor theft, obstructing official business, and resisting arrest. She pleads not guilty to all charges, but the evidence against her is compelling. The theft charge is amended to unauthorized use of property, resulting in a 30-day jail sentence with 17 days suspended. The charge of obstructing official business is dismissed, but she's found guilty of resisting arrest and sentenced to 90 days in jail with 77 days suspended. Additionally, she's fined $100 for both charges and given 2 more years of probation. There's a clear pattern here, you know? When someone's mindset is that everyone else is to blame, and they always play the victim, it's just so impossible to get through to them and make them see their mistakes. What's even more concerning is when that someone is a mom who keeps dumping her own issues on her kids. I mean, you can only imagine the pain and suffering she's put her poor children through. It's a real head-scratcher how someone like her got the privilege of being a mom. It's a relief that the law is stepping in to handle her now, and she'll have to face the consequences.